Yeah, I don't think Daniel's coming. So we should just go ahead and talk about the radio.
Alright.
Do you guys have a book on
Where
it?
you went? I mean, I have it on my computer.
Alright, yeah, let's pull it up and...
I've got it on my iPod, which I can't look at right now because I'm recording you.
So,
Azani?
Yeah, do you want it?
Yeah, I'll look
main
at it.
economy of state.
I didn't read each case that he did. I only read like the first intro part of the chapter, so half of it.
Yeah. I mean, he just enumerates various types of triangular dimension. It's not.
Yeah.
There aren't any really mind-blowing arguments or anything. It's just
I love how that dude is like hitting that bitch.
Oh yeah, it's just that one.
Thank you.
This is like seriously how politics should be. Like people should like be beating each other. Like all this politics.
Dude, that's how it used to be in the Congress.
You know what I hate is like when people try to
Change
make
match.
like politics needs to like be civil and stuff. Like no, politicians like you.
They need
like
a duel. We need to reopen Code Duello for them.
First of all that, but also like the fact if you should be that like I would love for Ron Paul to get up and be like, no, fuck you, no,
This Keynesian bullshit is not going to fly in here because I'm going to.
like what was that guy's name? Matthew Lyon.
I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta pull out this story. It's a great one from American history. This is what Congress needs to be like if it's going
You're
to
talking about when
exist.
someone gets beat by a cane.
Yes.
And then they carried pistols and knives to Congress.
It's extra neutral.
Yeah.
Super filtered.
Yeah, and this was a guy. First of all, okay, Matthew Lyon. Here's a famous political cartoon of him having a fight with someone on the congressional floor.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I can remember that one.
Who was like that dude who got like beat?
I'm gonna take for like 2
with
minutes.
like a stick like in Congress. Like it was like one of the dudes was like an anti-slavery dude, and then the other was like a really pro-slavery.
The pro-slavery guy's the one who beat the anti-slavery
Yeah.
guy, right? How
Of course.
ironic.
But yeah, so Lyon had the distinction of being
They're
the
both
first member
pro-slavery
to have
because
an ethics
they both
violation
believe in the
charge
state.
filed against him when he was accused of gross indecency for spitting in Roger Griswold's face. Griswold, a congressman from Connecticut, had insulted Lyon, calling him a scoundrel, which at the time was considered profanity. You scoundrel! Griswold was trying to attract Lyon's attention, but Lyon was ignoring him on purpose since they belonged to opposing political parties. Oh, and of course Lyon was the Democratic Republican. Griswold lost his temper and insulted Lyon. The clash began when Lyon began a congressional discussion by declaring himself a champion for the interest of the common man. Mockingly, Federalist Congressman Roger Griswold asked if Lyon would be fighting with his wooden sword, a reference to Lyon's dismissal for cowardice during the Revolutionary War. Furious, Lyon spat on the congressman, earning himself the nickname the Spitting Lion. On February 15th, 1798, Griswold retaliated by beating Lyon around the head with a wooden cane in view of other representatives
Wasn't
on
even
the
the
Senate
same
floor.
day. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so here, Griswold took over a cane and beat him on the Senate floor. Lyon retreated to a fire pit and defended himself with the tongs until other congressmen broke up the fight.
Yeah, if you think about it, like back in the day, like Andrew Jackson, he like, well, I don't know if he was president, but he definitely had like, it was like he participated in some crazy amount of
No,
duels.
just him now. You're not in the shot.
Oh.
Yeah, I videotaped the whole thing, but I don't know what I'll do with it. I probably won't.
Delete it? I don't like being on video.
Yeah.
Lyon is that profits above the natural rate result in increases of people in that industry, which then drives the profits down toward the standard rate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that wasn't
Well,
the case,
not just down, but maybe, yeah.
well, if the profits are high,
Yeah.
people go in, then the profits go down until they reach
Right.
the rate of everything else, at equilibrium, right?
Right.
That's why the market. That's why the market as a self-regulating organism works really well.
But the
Because
preference,
it's negative feedback all the time.
but you'd still have different preferences for different investments.
yeah, but
Each investment's
they average
different.
out basically. Is that over large numbers?
That's
of
what I'm
people-
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying there is an average,
Yeah.
but that's not where the skill is. Like that's just for basic savings.
Well,
Because like if I save, I know in general I'll get this amount of return because of the general investments of everyone else, right? Because that'd be the mean return on your savings.
No, because it always depends on where you're saving. I mean, the fact of the matter is that a mutual fund has a rate that's similar. You know, say that the mutual fund has a rate that you consider to be similar to the rate of saving. Well, the reason that it does that is because it has a highly diversified portfolio.
Right.
But if you're investing in something else, like stocks, then you have higher risk, but you might get higher returns. If you're investing in something less risky, like
Mutual funds.
Not mutual funds, but even less risky than that, like just putting your money into a savings account, you get a lower rate of interest, and which set of rate of interest, how you diversify your own portfolio is in function of your own personal time preference. And what you do, is if my time preference is 4%, and the mutual fund rate is 8%, and the savings account rate is 2%, then I would probably diversify my accounts in such a way that I have half and half.
Well, the thing I have I don't really like about people talk about interest is like I don't really get
is where the market for some given very low risk investment sits.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the interest rate is just the mean, like it's the most diffused.
Right.
Everybody's
individual time preference is different. That's why there are entrepreneurs and people who aren't
That's
entrepreneurs.
like the same with everything, though.
Well, yeah, no, it is,
I mean,
but
prices,
but
why is it? I mean, I guess that